of Against the Odds Betting. We welcome you guys. Thank you for joining us. As always, I'm running a little bit late, but as I said, you put your best foot forward, and I'll do the same on my end, right? All we ask is for you guys to like and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. Let us know what you think about the channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend. It helps the channel grow. It helps the YouTube algorithm. So when you go on YouTube, we're more likely to pop up, basically in what I'm saying. So tonight, I know it's getting late. It is some games that you guys still can catch. Don't mind me. I have a lot of notes. Just going through, making sure that I'm definitely on the right page for you guys, right? So tonight, instead of me going into a long detail, I have a couple parlays for you guys. I did try to find different variations of parlays for you guys, so you guys can possibly win yourself some money, right? So we're gonna hop right in. I'm gonna start with an NBA and kind of a hockey parlay, right? So when I'm playing video games, I like this guy because not only do he block shots, he can actually make shots, whether it's from the inside the paint, shooting twos, and possibly making some threes as well, even getting some steals. Now, me personally betting, I have never bet with him before, like actually betting points, rebound, or anything like that. But tonight we're going for it, right? So tonight I'm gonna take over 3.5 assists. He averaged 6 on the season, so I don't think that's we asking him too much at all. As I said, I am going through my notes, so I am a little ramble on my mistake on the last one. So we're going over 3.5 rebounds, not assists, rebounds, right? He averages 6 for the season, and tonight he's been coming back. He been playing about 23 minutes, which he only averaged 23 minutes per game. So tonight, definitely in a spot, we like him for over 3.5 rebounds, right? Not assists, rebounds. Also, Gordon Hayward, we also going to take him for his PRA. We're going to actually take him for over 26.5 PRA. That's Gordon Hayward for the Charlotte Hornets. The guy can go out there definitely and go get you 15 points, 18 points, couple rebounds, couple assists. I definitely believe that he should clear that one for us as well. Another one I like, depends on where you're betting at. You may not be able to find it because some of the betting pros are kind of tricky. So for example, if you take the parlay for Philadelphia to win, then you might not be able to take Joel Embiid for over 47.5 PRA. So that's points, rebounds, and assists, right? And we all know Joel Embiid can definitely go out there and get you 30 points and 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and whatever assists that he gonna get you. So I definitely believe Joel Embiid tonight for over 47.5 PRA. That's points, rebounds, and assists. Now, if you can actually combine that, as I said, depends on where you're betting at. If you can actually combine Joel Embiid over 47.5 PRA, points, rebounds, and assists, with Philadelphia to win, I actually do support that. Mind you, any picks that we give you, we're not suggesting to you guys to put these all in a crazy ass parlay and try to win $1 million. We're not here to do that, right? Take the plays that you want. Try to figure out what serves you best, because today's not your first time betting or anything like that. So take the plays that make better sense to you, or take some of these picks and put them in a single bet parlay, which actually increase your odds of actually winning. To move on, tonight we actually have Boston taking on New York Knicks in the Madison Square Garden, which I say this is like the California, the Beverly Hills of basketball in terms of venue and statue. Because when you think about basketball, you always hear about Madison Square Garden. As even players, sometimes when they go to the Garden, they actually play better than anywhere they actually play elsewhere. And you can attribute, and you can look at LeBron James, for example, in that regard. So it is kind of tonight is kind of a tricky game between those two. We do know that Jalen Brunson is like the shining light for the New York Knicks. Been doing really well for them. So every night they go out there, they have something. The fans have something to look forward to. Boston, on the other hand, Jaylen Brown is out tonight, I believe, with personal injury. Personal reason, I should say, not injury, personal reason. The Knicks are home. As I always say, I do like betting with home teams. But whenever you do have, Jason Tatum on the team, not that he can do it by himself, but it is always the possibility of him can go off for 50 or however many points, to actually lead his team to a win. So I actually like the New York Knicks to win, which they are a plus money. But I actually want to say, if you actually want to be a little safer, depends on when you're betting, not actually go buy yourself some points. I like the Knicks plus 7.5, and that's for them not to lose by 8 points. So even if they do come out and even if they do lose, I don't expect them to get blown out, because you can keep in mind not too long ago that these two same teams played in Madison Square Garden, and it went to actually a double overtime in which the Knicks actually end up winning with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the floor together and all the other pieces. So, keep an eye on the Knicks as well. Orlando Magic is another team that we all know that have been spoiler alert. We have seen what Orlando have done to Boston Celtics throughout the season. Even though they're not playing tonight, whenever you get a chance to actually back these guys, and I'm not saying to take them outright, but if you can actually go buy yourself some points. So once again, I like Orlando not to win the game outright. Absolutely not to win the game outright, but if you can actually go buy yourself some points, I'll actually go buy myself some points. And depends on how much you want to push it at, depends on how much you're willing to pay. I actually support Orlando with points, not Orlando winning the game outright. I have a player prop for you guys, which is once again we're staying with Boston, right? Derek White, we know this guy. Sometimes he play on the bench, sometimes they put him in the lineup. Depends on who's playing. As I said, Jaylen Brown is not playing tonight, so I do expect Derek White to be in the starting lineup. And we're looking tonight for his assists. Now, if you look at his last, I would say, between the last 3 to 6 games, he has been averaging over 3.5 assists, right? So basically, for him to get 4 assists, if you look at his last 3 to 6 games, he have got 6, 10, even all the way up to 12. Even all the way up to 12. So tonight, I feel as though they definitely have that a little bit too low for him. So I do actually like Derek White for over 3.5 assists tonight as well. A hockey one that I have for you. Dallas money line. A lot of time we bet with, and anybody that have been watching the show, you guys know that Dallas basketball, the Mavericks, Dallas Stars, we're tired to bet with them. They have not cash for us. We bet against them, and they sell. They demolish our tickets. I'm trying to have me some faith, right? So tonight, I like them in the spot tonight once again. And I will like them better after they win. I'll tell you the truth, right? So I like them actually better after they win and actually cash their tickets for us. So Dallas Mavericks tonight, I'm not going to mess with the spread, because a lot of times you see these games and going 3-2, 4-3, whatever the case may be. So a lot of times with Dallas, it's either Dallas is one of our under teams. A lot of times they will go under. And it's also a team that a lot of times, sometimes they will, but it's not a team that a lot of times they will actually blow you out. So Dallas is not somebody I'm going to expect to win, 6-2 or anything like that. Not saying it can't happen, so I'm just going to take them straight up on the money line. And all those picks right there, you can actually put those on a parlay by itself, right? Now, another parlay that I got for you guys, simple 4-pick, see what you guys can cash, but I actually do like this one very well. All the picks that I'm about to give you on this 4-pick parlay, based on all my research from what I've seen, the algorithms that we use, I will say that All these picks have probability of about 52 to 54% chance of winning. We all know nothing is guaranteed, right? I'll tell you one thing that's guaranteed though. If you do have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. It will always be somebody there to answer your phone call. We talking about 2:30 in the morning. You got to go pick your kids up from school. You need somebody to talk to. Don't even worry about it. 1-800-GAMBLER. But we have problems. It's just not gambling. But if you do have a gambling problem, I said 1-800-GAMBLER. They're there for you, all right? This parlay that I said that I'm going to give you, it's only 4 pick. We're going to start with Wendell Carter Jr., right? We're going to actually take him for under 15.5 points. If you guys look at his last game, it looked like me out there playing because I couldn't hit the backboard because I don't even have enough arm strength, and he get paid to do this. So we ain't trusting him as far as we can see him. We ain't trying to lift him up or nothing, so we ain't throwing him nowhere. We not trusting him as far as we can see him. So definitely we taking him under 15.5 points. But remember, this is the NBA, so you never know what can happen, but we actually like that play very strongly, right? Another one. Earlier we talked about Gordon Hayward with his points, rebound, and assists. On this particular play, as I said, we're going to start off with Wendell Carter Jr. under 15.5. Our second pick that we have for you is actually Gordon Hayward under 4.5 assists, right? I believe he had failed to hit that actual number in his last 3 out of 5 games. So that gave us a good probability of over 50%, in which we're looking for to actually cash on this ticket, right? Another one that we have for you is James Harden under 10.5 assists. Once again, in his last 3 to 5 games, he had failed to cash. He had failed to go over 10.5 assists. So why not continue to go to the well, right? So we like James Harden for a third pick under 10.5 assists, right? You look at his last game, I believe he had like 7 or 8. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of assists away, I should say, from 10.5, right? Now, our last play we're going to give you is R.J. Barrett from the New York Knicks. We're actually going to take him for over 23.5 PRA, points, rebound, and assists. You don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised if you go out there and get you 19 points by himself, 18 points. We only need 23.5. So all you gotta do is get a couple of assists, a couple of rebounds, and I'm pretty sure he will do that, right? So that right there is a parlay for you guys. And just to recap, Wendell Carter Jr. under 15.5 points, Gordon Hayward under 4.5 assists, James Harden under 10.5 assists, and RJ Barrett over 23.5 PRA. I know I haven't said too much about hockey except for the Dallas Stars, but I do got something for you guys. It's a lot of good matchups. It's not a lot of games, but we do know they're just coming back from the All-Star break, so I do expect to see a lot more defense. Some teams they may still be in like a wild card position. You know, they're still trying to get in, or some of the teams that's already in, they might actually just trying to fight to see actually who have to gain points. You know, so once the playoff actually do start, it gives them a chance to have home court advantage or whatever it may be. Just like basketball, right? A couple teams that we like tonight from hockey. Detroit Red Wings is a team that on par. They had, you know, they do good sometime, they do bad sometime. Tonight, I was gonna actually take them straight up money line, but I would actually go buy yourself some points instead of you taking them money line or actually plus 1.5. Go buy yourself that extra goal, so you actually have Detroit Red Wings plus 2.5, right? Because we actually do support Detroit. As I said, Detroit can actually come out and win this game outright. So if you have them plus 2.5, that would actually help you. but we do actually like the Senators, and this is why we actually recommend the Detroit plus 2.5, right? Because I wouldn't recommend Detroit plus 2.5 with you if I didn't think Ottawa can't win, right? And Ottawa, if you guys notice over the last couple of games, they have been doing really well. And some teams, they have been beating them like from the start, right? So I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I do expect Detroit to put up a fight. So plus 2.5 will go on that one. As we mentioned earlier, the Stars, a lot of times we can't trust them, but tonight is a spot where we actually like them to actually get the win. As we already know about the Boston Bruins, they're one of the better teams, if not the best team in the NHL, along with the Colorado Avalanche as well, right? So we're going to actually support Boston tonight to actually get the win. And depends on how you guys want to take this, take that. You can actually if you want to take Boston money line, as I said, I actually do. So these are two of the best teams that have been playing in the NHL this season, been doing really well. So we actually do support the Colorado Avalanche. These are two of the worst teams. These are two of the worst teams in the NHL. I don't necessarily want to bet with any one of these teams necessarily, because we don't necessarily know what we're gonna get, because you're going in the trash. You're trying to find the best piece of trash that's in there. All right, it's a recycling bin, right? And trust me, in about a week or two, all these teams that you're wondering what's going on, don't worry about it. About a week or two, all of them are going to be. Nonetheless, those are the picks that we got for you guys tonight. We thank you for joining us on another edition of Against the Odds Betting. As always, good luck to you, better luck to me, and we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.